Shoreline Kids.
Hey, today's big idea is God can be trusted.
Yeah, no matter what you're going through, you can trust God.
All the time. I feel like there's a song about this.
I don't think so.
God can be trusted.
I'm not sure she can be trusted right now. Hey, why don't you guys sit back and enjoy today's lesson.
Hey Shoreline Kids, it's Mr. Michael Rodriguez, and we're going to do the Shoreline Creed, so let's stand up and say it with me. I am loved by God. I cannot earn it, I cannot lose it. I am forgiven and made brand new. In Christ I live with passion and purpose. I am empowered by the Spirit to be the church in the world and to live this love revolution. Great job, guys! Hope you enjoy the rest of the service.
Hey Shoreline Kids, I'm Miss Emily,
And I'm Mr. Michael.
and it's our very last week of Sing.
That's right. We've been learning all month long about how important praise and worship is to God.
Yeah, and since it's our last week, I thought we could have a jamboree.
Whoa, I didn't sign up for this part of this.
2, 3, 4. I could sing of your love forever.
But we didn't talk about all the other ways that we can praise and worship. Yes, you can praise and worship through music and song, but there's so many ways you can lift up praise to God.
Yeah, that's true. And even though Tyson won't let me be on the worship team, and even though I'm not a worship leader, you know, no matter how crazy or loud
Or different you sound.
You can still worship God as long as it's coming from your heart.
That's actually the psalm we're talking about today. It says in Psalm 13, 5-6, "But I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in salvation. I will sing the Lord's praise, for he has been good to me."
Yeah. And so no matter what, as long as the posture of your heart is good and you're praising God with everything that you have, it's all good. Doesn't matter how you sound.
That's right. No matter what's going on, we know that God's good to us and we can sing praises to him. Go ahead.
I could sing of your love forever.
My life will not be something simple. I'm gonna live a way to see a change. I have decided I won't let anything take away this hope I found. It's not my way, but God's way. I'm gonna love God, find life and make a difference. 'Cause who he is greater than anything I've ever known in my life.
All right, so I have the official list of the roster for the band for tonight's performance. Okay, Holden Polyester.
Present and accounted for.
Oh, there you are. Okay, Bass Panther. Okay, Big Bear. Okay, you're here. Rick? Rick? Where's Rick? He said he wanted to be on the show, and he also wanted to be in the band. Anyone seen him?
Oh, it works, man.
But, oh, there he is. What works, Rick?
Well, I heard someone say one time that if you hide under a blanket, the monsters can't see you, man.
Are you insinuating that I am a monster?
What? No, man. I mean, you're kind of scary, but I wouldn't go as far as saying you're a monster, man.
Okay, I know what this is. Listen, you're nervous because the fate of our band is in the hands of 3 puppets, and I'm right there with you, but when we get on this stage, our dreams are either gonna be made or crushed. And it only takes about 3.5 minutes to bring the entire world together. The entire world in unity for 3.5 minutes as we play these bands. And I'm sure we can do it. And, worst case scenario is we don't.
Oh, you need to get out of my head, Piano Man. I think I'm just really worried about how the audience is going to react to my song, Rise Like Yeast.
What, Rise Like Yeast? Wait, isn't that the song that's going to kick off your solo career?
Well, yeah, man, it's all part of my 10-year plan.
Are you two already talking about going solo before we even have our first show as Overnight Oats? I must have hitched a wagon on 2 Paul Simons.
Hey, the Piano Gentleman isn't set to be released until spring of 2027. And besides, that's after our 5th studio album, which is yet to be named right now.
Well, seeing as how I'm made of polyester, I'll probably be retired by the point anyway. Carry on with your delusions of grandeur.
Oh, no, man, these aren't delusions of grandeur, as my grandpa always implies. It's like a life goal, man.
What? Wait, is Holden your grandpa?
No? What gave you an idea like that, man?
What? You literally just said, well, these are like delusions of grandeur, as my grandpa implies. And Holden literally just said something almost exactly like that.
Piano Man, people can say similar things, man. I think the nerves are getting to you.
No, Rick. The nerves aren't getting to me. I think you're the one who has the nerves getting to you, okay? Right here, I am much calmer than you are. Honestly, I think you need to go take a walk and get some fresh air. Take a breather.
Well, maybe I do, man. I'm a little worried about speechifying today if I have to give that song intro.
All right, well, tell you what, Rick. If you can pull it together, you can speechify, all right? You'll be able to knock out that intro.
All right, man. Just give me like a few minutes, man, all right?
Okay. Yeah. Hey, yeah, give me that fuzzy purple guy here and see if he can be here in 6 minutes, okay? Yeah, I know that he's Overnight Oats' biggest fan and our only fan, but because of that, I'm pretty sure he knows all of Rick's parts. Just see if you can get him here as quick as you can.
Hey, Piano Man, are we planning on going on without Rick?
I hope not, Hold Man. I hope not.
Come on, Rick. Come on, man. You gotta be cool, man. Be cool. Like, you've been waiting to do this your whole life, man. You've always wanted to do this. It's not too big of a moment. It's gonna be okay.
Hey, Rick.
Oh,
Aren't you supposed to be on stage in like 5 minutes with Overnight Oats?
yeah, man. If I can only collect myself, man.
What's wrong?
Well, there's just so many questions going through my head right now. Like, what if I'm not good enough? Or what if I am good enough and that's it? What if this show I've been getting ready for this whole time is so great and that wasn't enough for me? And what if I'm so bad that all the tension in this world just stops for a little bit of time and everyone just focuses on how bad I did, man?
Well, Rick, it sounds like you're really stressed out and anxious.
Yeah, you always got a way of really bottling things down like that.
Well, Rick, sometimes when I start to feel that way and I get really stressed out and anxious, I try to remind myself, why did I start doing this in the first place?
Well, growing up, I always thought my gift of song was from God, and that, well, every time I used it, I'm singing His praises, man.
And have you been practicing using your gift?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, every day, hours on hours, I know this song frontwards and backwards.
Well, you know what? I have a psalm that I think might help you.
I thought you would, man.
Listen, it says, I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation, and I will sing the Lord's praise, for He has been good to me.
He has been good to me. Yeah, he has, man. Hey, so you're saying that if I trust God and I believe that He gave me these talents, that no matter what, I'm gonna be happy with the outcome if I sing from the heart, man.
Yeah, because no matter what, He's going to be right there with you. You can do it, Rick. I believe in you.
Hey, thanks, Em. You've been really helping me out a lot this past couple weeks. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Oh, man. We're about to go on.
Okay.
I gotta go.
All right. Good luck.
Hey, listen, so I know you normally play the tambourine, but you know, the guitar's just like the tambourine. At least I hope it is.
Well, I have my scarves on, so I can do anything.
Well, you certainly look the part.
All right, Calvin. You ready to get this show rolling?
Oh, Rick, I'm so glad you're... Wait, did you just call me by my name?
Hey, man. I think you need to take a break.
No, I don't. As of 2 seconds ago, I was about to go out on stage with somebody who can't even play the guitar.
Yeah, I was just pretending. You know, the strings, they pull my fur.
Oh, that's us, guys. Let's go.
All right. Hey, Tortilla, you still got that tambourine?
Well, I never leave home without it.
Let's go, man. Let's get your groove on.
Overnight oats? More like cheeseburger and bacon. That could not have been any better.
I must admit, I had some real concerns about what we were going to hear, just based on your incongruent outfits. And despite the lack of style and taste, the music was nothing but sweet melodies.
Your tambourine player is a revelation.
Congratulations to all the competitors. Thank you again for watching Judgment Tank, the Thanksgiving special, the singing edition. We'll see you next time. Happy Thanksgiving!
The fight is on. I'll hold my ground. I'm gonna crash the lies of the enemy. I won't back down, 'cause I'm not alone. With you, my God, I'll conquer anything. In you I have the victory, victory. You're the undefeated. I know that you're the risen King, risen King. You're the undefeated. Oh, Jesus, you're the undefeated. Oh, Jesus, you're the undefeated. The fight is on. I'll hold my ground. I'm gonna crash the lies of the enemy. But when I doubt, He won't knock me out. 'Cause I know, my God, you fight for me. In you I have the victory, victory. You're the undefeated. I know that you're the risen King, risen King. You're the undefeated. Oh,
Hey, Shoreline kids, I'm so excited to share with you today. Psalm 13, verse 5 and 6 says, I will sing the Lord's praise, for he has been good to me. Since God's been good to me, I can trust him. That's our big idea today. God can be trusted. Trusting God means I don't have to be subject to the circumstances and the situations that are around me. You see, sometimes there are so many things happening around us that they can cause us to be confused, and even sometimes they can cause us to be afraid, and they can cause us to act in fear. It's really important that we realize that if we trust God, then fear won't rule our actions. I want to show you that because today here, this is our life, and this is fear. So if we let fear come into our life and we let fear dominate in our life, I want you to see what happens. I mean, look at what's happening. I mean, it's going everywhere. It's causing a big mess because fear was taking over. But you know what? There's other things that we can do. There's other things that can happen in our life. Because if we trust God and we take God into the situation and we let him live in our heart and him live in our life, when that situation comes, then it's not the same. The action is not the same. And the action is not as damaging and the action is not as hurtful for those around us. You see, if we trust God, then we can have peace in our heart and love in our life. It's so important that we realize God can be trusted. I can trust God and you can trust God. Would you pray with me? Father, we thank you because we know that you've proven to us throughout time that you can be trusted. And Father, we pray that you would help us to turn toward you when things happen that we don't understand, when things happen that can cause us to have fear. We pray that we'll turn towards you and we will have faith in who you are, and we'll give you all the glory. Amen. You know what? God can be trusted. And you know what? We've got more content for you on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Don't forget to follow us because we've got lots of things to share with you. We'll see you again real soon on Shoreline Kids TV.